By now, most people have seen the footage of the unfortunate event where President Joe Biden tripped at the U.S. Air Force Academy graduation. Well, it also raised an eyebrow, another one I should say, for a lot of people in regards to his readiness to take on another term as the President of the United States. Now, of course, Biden is 80 years old, and so people are saying, well, he's kind of up there, right? Now, we've seen footage of Biden where it seems like maybe cognitively something is going on. But the other thing that has people concerned is Kamala Harris, who is the vice president and the first female, black, Asian vice president, may become Biden's backup plan. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if something does happen to Biden where he is no longer able to serve out or finish even his first term at this point, right? Or the second term, many are saying, well, of course, Kamala would have to step up as the president of the United States. And a lot of people are saying, well, is she able to do that? Because we know at first, when they first got it started during their, presidency and vice presidency together, they would send Kamala out to different countries and doing speaking gigs, and she would kind of flub it, right? To the point to where she got named, or teased rather, for giggling and laughing when things weren't funny type of thing, because she just simply was not able to answer the questions. And so now you're starting to see, and this is kind of where the backup plan part comes in, them being at the White House, sending Kamala out. She's gone to Africa, and, she's speaking to other world leaders, and she's speaking up about major things like abortion and immigrant rights. And of course, we all seen her go to Tennessee, where Tyree Nichols was murdered by the 5 police officers, and she spoke very strongly there. I'm going to go back to the White House and tell Joe Biden to sign a bill, the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, and we're still waiting on them to do that. But nevertheless, they have put Kamala out there to show the rest of the United States and potentially the world, hey, she could do this job if, God forbid, something happens to Joe Biden. Well, of course, there's a lot of people on the right, the Republicans, specifically that of Senator Ted Cruz. He made fun of it like, he says Joe Biden is 142 years old. And can you imagine Kamala sitting across from somebody like Putin trying to discuss, world affairs? Of course, Putin is in the middle of a war with that of Ukraine. So, he's making fun of it. While I do believe that Ted Cruz is a horrible person, I think he does raise some very interesting points. Is Kamala ready? And the other thing is it fair for the Democratic Party to continuously try to put Joe Biden out there as, again, the next president of the United States, when he may not be able to do that anymore? And then looking at Kamala Harris, I'm sure she's a lovely woman. As we know, she really likes greens a lot because she talks about smuggling them onto airplanes and stuff. But is she ready to lead the country? Taking it back to her presidency, or her campaign rather, for presidency, in 2020, she failed miserably because the people, especially people of California, rejected her. Like, we don't want her to be president. So now she very well may be president by default. So y'all tell me what you think of the White House potentially using Vice President Kamala Harris as a backup plan in case President Joe Biden is not able to fulfill his term. So for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.